Is it time to start doing one of these again? I guess it is. I haven't done a channel update in a while. Hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Michael. I like wizards and dragons and making games. And this feels like an all-around convenient time to just do some more of that talking stuff that I do. So, I have now spent a good amount of time on color and blending in GameMaker. I have talked about both the blending settings that you can apply on the GML side, and I've talked about ways that you can blend colors together in shaders. And I think soon it's going to be time to move on from that back into the world of 3D collisions for the third and hopefully final time. I'm not entirely sure how long that's going to take. I haven't finished planning it out yet, but a rough estimate is making it look like another 10 to maybe 12 videos. To all the people who are asking me in the spring of 2020 to write a 3D collision system from scratch in native GML, I hope that you got what you came for. You all should be more than aware by this point that I am perfectly happy to treat a series of GameMaker videos like I would a Let's Play. Anyway, there's a handful of other 3D GameMaker things that I'd like to sprinkle in over the remaining duration of the 3D Collision series. I think it's high time that I finally start talking about deferred rendering, which is a thing that I name drop at least like once a month. And I'm a little bit annoyed that I've kept kicking that can down the road for so many years now, and I'd like to finally tackle it head on. And then, of course, there is always the potential that something interesting will happen in a GameMaker beta. I have been known to drop whatever I'm doing and run over to investigate whenever that happens in the past, but at least as of the current moment, it doesn't look like there's anything really exciting coming along on the GameMaker roadmap, at least in the short term. So, like, I guess there is the whole like rollback netcode thing that's in beta right now as of my recording this, but netcode is just not something that I have a lot of interest in, and probably not going to be making videos on that for a long time, if ever. Anyway, speaking of GameMaker series that I like to treat like a Let's Play, hopefully by the time this video comes out, I will have gotten back on track with the bullet hell thing. There was a little bit of a delay involving me not having enough time to create the 3D models for various foes, which is honestly like the dumbest excuse, but hopefully by the time this video comes out, that will be back on track. I'm still hoping that that will be finished and in the books by the end of the year. If I can end up spending like half the amount of time on that as I did with Bombardier, I will be happy. Looking back at the development of Bombardier, there's a lot of time that I spent just like screwing around with stuff that really wasn't very important, and the development of this game has gone a lot better overall. And it's actually ended up sticking pretty close to the schedule that I laid out at the in episode 0. So, on the subject of Let's Plays, because I do like to make actual Let's Plays in addition to just treating GameMaker development series like them, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond is finished, Bravely Default 2 is also finished, thank God, and I'm probably going to take like a miniature vacation from those for a little while. I have a couple shorter games that I will be tossing up on the YouTube channel before I take on another somewhat longer adventure. I'm not going to say what either of those are quite yet, but I will say that I'd like to maybe work on some shorter games for a little while before I go diving back into the deep end of games that are going to be like 70 plus videos. Although I do have quite a number of the latter kind that I'd really like to play one of these days. But that's going to be a while off. So I think that is going to be it for the channel update this time around. As always, I have a Patreon, so if you want to contribute to the channel, you can find links to that in the video description and on the end screen and wherever else you put Patreon links these days. Given the fact that most of the world economy is kind of sort of on fire right now, I also feel like I should stipulate that you should not feel obligated to pledge if you currently have concerns about your own finances. I do not believe in holding information hostage behind a paywall, and the Patreon is really something that you should only pledge to if you want to and also are able to. So if you would like to pledge but can't, or even if you are currently pledged and have concerns about most of the world economy currently being on fire, it's totally okay if my account ends up being one of the first ones that goes as a cost-cutting measure. Anyway, I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be doing this for the foreseeable future. Special thanks to Army Armbuster, Banana Crabman, DJ Gibbles, Edward Holt, Fern Jilly, Game Maker, Johnny Syrup, Kiexi, Pomderi, Robert Tester, Shortbread, Syndra Larson, Squarecrow, Stephen Loney, and Zenjamin for supporting these videos. I got through that whole list on one breath this time, and I will see you all later.